that's it. That's fine. You keep that because you're going to want the next set. Yeah, you've got it, Steve. Right. So, all good. So, we're a couple of bodies down tonight. So, Chris Parlett's going to time it. Anyway, here we go. Paul Rivers for the new boys is going to break. He's playing Ashley Hewson. He's straighting off. Anyone you don't know, you write down. All right. Right, let's have a little look and see what's going on. So Rugrats are yellows.
Looks like a big early chance for Ashley here.
Yeah, he may well take this out, mightn't he? They're all, the balls are all available, aren't they? That's for sure.
It's just working out that route.
Yeah, that's key, isn't it? That's absolutely key.
I think he's overrun the cue ball a little bit here.
He goes top left. Does it go top left? No, he's not taking that one. He's coming down here for bottom left. Yeah. You chop this one in the bottom left, Steve, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. You don't need to do much with the cue ball because the table is so fast and grippy.
Yeah, it's a brand new table. This has only been a couple of days here.
Yeah, they are lovely.
Oh, we've got 13 people watching. That's 13 more than I expected, Steve, I've got to say. Yeah. Big old pockets there when you put them near them.
But position is perfect now.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just got to mind his work, hasn't he?
Yeah, particularly with the black, because obviously it doesn't go into the pocket that you'd like it to go into.
Might have to try and pop that in the middle, maybe, I don't know. That black in the middle right?
Yeah, it depends on the angle here. Maybe run it through for the middle or...
Yeah, he could run round the back of it, couldn't he, as well? He's got a lot of options. Just depends how he's seeing it. Let us know, people, what the volumes are like. Make sure you can hear both me and Steve. Well, it'll probably be Richard and Steve in a bit. Oh, has he overdone it? Oh, yes, as well. Oh, no. That's what you call it, isn't it? That's that's not what he wanted at all. Give Paul Rivers a go here now. He's got the table at his mercy here. He can play safe if he wants, or he can have a dart wherever he sees it, really.
I think they're all there, and I think this is a massive moment. Although it's only the first frame, I think this is massive for the new boys.
Yeah, oh, that one's gone horribly wrong, that one, isn't it? Yeah, I agree with that, Steve, as well. Yeah, because this is a statement, isn't it? This first frame. Got to use his noddle a bit here, I think. Might have to ramp the cover out. If he can get behind the other one, then he's in business. But I don't know if he's got the angle. Oh, he went for a cut. Oh, it's a great shot.
Yeah, he's played that nice.
I didn't think that was on. That's a great shot. I still don't fancy it though here. I'd have been looking safety, I think. Let's see where he goes.
I think he's going to punch this in.
Yeah. Now that one near the middle would be a tricky ball normally, but on this Rassen, perhaps not. Mind you, it's not a gimme either, so... No, he's played that very well. Just get round the black so he can see his last red. Yeah, nice shot, Paul Rivers. He's recovered this situation quite well, Steve, hasn't he?
He really has. He's taken these out really nicely. Just one last positional on the black, and it'll be 1-0 to the New Eltham New Boys.
Again, it's never done till it's done, mind you, but... Yeah, he's judged that well. Yeah, cue balls are a tiny bit tricky on the cush, but these cushions are easier to cue offer than the Supreme, so I'm backing Paul to knock this one in. There you go. 1-0.
Lovely finish.
Good start with the Rugrats. Right, we'll just show you a few adverts and stuff. Bear with us. If you want to advertise on these streams like Steve Gibson does, then it'll cost you £30. We won't mention his carpet company. He's probably done enough of that already. Let's get this going. Right, so if you want to advertise on these streams, £30. That's all it costs you for a whole year. You get the website, streams, blah, blah, blah. And like we always ask you, if you can support the league by shopping via Easy Fundraising, it's one extra click, and every time you spend some money online, the league make a couple of pennies. I'll just go a bit quiet here now while I update the score behind the scenes. Right, I think Richard Chapman is. Who's just smashed that camera? Who walks into that camera? Get away from the camera, please. Bloody hell. Kids, who'd have them?
So frame 2 is Steve Dixon breaking against Len McCulloch. And it looks like the cue ball's gone in for the second frame in a row. So it's ball in hand to Len McCulloch.
I'm just going to try and adjust the this picture. Sorry about that. What can you do when people walk into the camera? We had it all set up, all beautiful, all nice and square. Okay, I think we got it back, everyone. Look, that's the autofocus, that is. That should be okay. Right, sorry about that.
New Eltham New Boys are yellows.
I'm going to go and have a word with them. I'm going to hand you over to Richard Chapman. He's the man with all the knowledge. I'm just a doer here. And I'll leave you with Steve Aldridge, who's doing a sterling job. Right, Mr. Chapman, plonk yourself down, make yourself look pretty.
Evening, Richard.
Good evening, Steve. How's it been so far, first frame that I've missed?
Yeah, literally one chance missed and then one chance taken, so it was as quick as that.
Oh. So, even though this is a second division playoff, the standard seems to be quite good for the two teams.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Players in there.
And first frame, you had two players that have been up at the top of the rankings all season in Ashley and Paul Rivers, so you'd expect that from those two players.
And of course, Steve Dixon here, fresh back into the league after a 2-year sabbatical, should we say, or time off, whatever you want to call it. Maybe still a little bit ring rusty. That's a commentator's curse there.
That was the commentator's curse, Richard.
That's it. First word spoken, he's missed. So yeah, sorry, a little bit late tonight as I had something a bit more important to do before I got here. So I did tell him I was going to be a bit late. So unfortunately, I had to put up with Salimps a lot in the commentary box for a little while. But I'm here now. So, how does he go about these? Does he go for these? Does he not? Yellow at the bottom of the pocket's a bit of a problem.
Yeah, I'm thinking probably a loss of turn at some point, although the yellows are...
Yeah, I think the loss of turn probably after this shot, maybe. It might even be looking to just bump the yellow out of the way and leave the red on the pocket.
Yeah,
The
it's a
one
big
that's
bag.
directly above where he is. I'm not sure he's going to go for the pot on this necessarily, but just bumping it out of the way. Bit of control in the frame, as it were. He's certainly having a good look at it.
I think he's going to try and clear the pocket if he can.
Yeah, just bump the red off the cushion. Yeah, that's it. Just take a foothold in the frame. Again, he's left a... Well, actually, he's left a good opportunity for a loss of turn here with a snooker behind the yellow. Whether Len sees it and... Well, A sees it and then B is able to play it is the two different things. Decided to go with option A. Steady player, Len, though.
And actually, you've got a big bag down the bottom as well with that yellow on the rail.
Yeah, that's probably where he's going with it. I do him a bit of an injustice there. Well, no, he's actually done that perfect. Drop the one in the middle, play the one with the big bag, like you say. Just got to make sure that the red doesn't bump the yellow on the way out. He's still got to get on the next one, hasn't he? To be honest, he doesn't even have to move the red. I think that's a big enough bag just to run through and be on its short position. A little bit of a stretch for this one. Oh, he went for the big bag. Yeah, it's a new Rasson up here, but the bags are not that big. So yeah, the stream table is now a Rasson up here. I don't know if anyone has mentioned this before, but players have been saying that they want to play on the Rassons and why can't we stream it on the Rassons, and logistically it just has to be right for the camera. But now we've got the one in position now. Hopefully they'll all stop moaning. Yeah, he's just going to flick off this and leave a bit of a snooker.
He's a wily old player, isn't he?
Yeah, but then, well, Len's wily as well, I suppose.
That is true.
Been around a long time, Len. Oh. So, half a chance maybe.
It is, although he was in a similar position like this before and tried to play safe, so it'd be interesting to see.
Well, I would have doubled this one and run through for the one on the cushion, but he's gone for a bit of safety again, just bide his time. To be honest, Len's balls are not in the best of positions. But has he left a reverse double on that yellow? Because if he has, it opens the other one up quite nicely.
I think it's definitely on the reverse double.
I think that's the shot to play, if I'm honest. Just up and down the table.
Just means the cue ball's flying a little bit, so...
Yeah, and if he doesn't dig into it a little bit, it might be going close to the top left pocket, maybe, but... We'll see. Oh, well.
Oh, wow.
What do we know? What do we know?
And I don't think Steve Dixon's face is particularly impressed either.
That's it. Gone for the slow roll. Position's overrated.
Table definitely caught him out there, Richard.
A little bit. He kind of doesn't hit them hard unless he really has to, I suppose. At least this one delivers up here as well.
Another sensible shot from Steve. Not sure if he can sight any of this black.
Sensible Steve.
And I think this is the chance that Steve Dixon has been waiting for.
I think he has to have a go at these now.
Yeah, 100%. Richard's dinner has just arrived, so he may be a little bit more quieter than he has been.
Oh, he's claiming a kick there.
I think they're feeling the pressure, Richard.
Well, and even frame 2. Let's see how they get when they get a bit more into it and it's a bit closer. Tell you what, that's a lovely recovery.
That's a lovely shot.
Yeah, that's a lovely recovery. Two-way shot if it hangs it on the bag, but as it stands, there you go. Alright, so we're just going to pop some ads back up. So we'll leave this one up as our man that was in the commentary box, so just give him a shout out. Any tip replacements needed, any queue maintenance, Mr. Gaffer is available. So just while they're racking up the balls, if anyone wants to put in the comments if you can hear the sound on the audio on the commentary, okay. If not, let us know. Again, we can just adjust it with the new setup we got here now. Or just drop a comment in anyway. We love to see the comments so we can well, basically interact. Final tonight coming from Eltham Terrace, premium pool club. They've done a lot of work up here with the lights. You can probably see a bit more different glow on the screen now. That's not us, that's them. But yeah, 4 Rassons up here now at the 9 tables. So again, they're looking to make improvements, so the pool players feel welcome. Right, they're all racked up.
And frame 3 is Jimmy Maloney versus Michael Barnes.
Yeah, with Michael to break.
We've had 2 in off so far on the breaks, Richard, so let's see what Michael can do with this one.
This one going in then?
No danger with that one.
That's a big break.
That's massive.
I'll tell you what, they're all there. I fancy red straight away. The red just below the cue ball on the top, drop it in the middle, hold for the one at the top, come down the table, pick your route. I'd fancy going all the way down the table, red at the bottom and the yellow, in the left bottom, sorry, and then red in the middle, and black wherever you like. We'll see how close to that he goes with his finish now. We're far enough away, you didn't actually overhear what I said, so it should be okay.
I think Michael will be disappointed with that miss. They were definitely all there.
Oh, we missed. Oh dear. Brinston.
Slightly overcut the red to the corner.
We'll be disappointed with that. So that's a wide. So, second chance for Michael. After a little reroute from the route I said earlier.
Having to reroute slightly this time, I think.
If you can see this one, then it's probably a ball to take, but if not, the one in the middle is an option, or you could cut this one along the top cushion. The angle on that one at the top, though, is a bit more steeper than it looks on the camera. Well, not come out too bad. He's still got a shot on this to the middle, but it's a much harder finish now than it was a few shots ago.
I think this passes into the middle. Oh, it flies. What a great shot.
So this is the shot. It's just off angle the wrong side here. Well, it's a delicate one into the middle, but he needs to run through to find the gap for the one at the top, and I'm not sure the angle is quite there. I'll have to come the other side, the left side of the yellow as we're looking at it. Well, he tried to pinch the pocket, and again, pockets aren't that big.
So now it's Jimmy's turn to get a second chance.
And this is actually a reasonable chance. I think that all the balls are there to be gone at.
He's such a positive player, Jimmy. I expect him to certainly go for these.
Well, to be fair, he's good enough to get them as well. There's so many different ways you can go about these, to be honest. I fancy him dropping into one in the middle and playing on the one on the top cushion, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's got a slight angle there.
Yeah, let me just come off the side cushion and hold for it.
And then the last yellow is the one below the black.
Yeah, I think that's the right way to go. Well, again, you can manipulate the cue ball around to get on this, but depends how it feels about going for him, really. I think he'd be playing the one in the middle of the three as we're looking at it now.
Yeah.
Off the side cushion and his left hand side, maybe. Yep, this side. Well, he's landed a bit well there. He could just get this one out of the way now.
It looks pretty close to that yellow.
I think it's manageable. The only problem with that is it's a bit of a stretch being a right-hander, so he might decide to take the one at the top first.
It's also whether he can hold the cue ball as well.
I think it's a touchy little shot, but it shouldn't be a problem. Now he's got to drop this in and natural come down the table. Anywhere north of the yellow should be fine. Anything below it, bit of a problem. So he's hung that one over the pocket. Shot I like here is if he drops this one in the middle, because it's not easy to hold or get back over side. If he drops it in and then plays the loss of turn, he's the natural snooker behind the black.
Yeah, I just don't know where this cue ball's going. I think it's a very fine cut.
It's difficult to hold, but it's not impossible. Well, he's a bit unlucky there. He's got it out as he wanted, but had that bumped off the knuckle and stayed in play, would have been much better for him.
We'll certainly see how well Michael is cueing with this shot.
It's a tricky one. Because he can play it down the bottom, he's just got to top it through to avoid the off. Well,
Wow.
The quadruple cocked hat that we didn't see. Even now, I think he'll probably double this as well. A little bit unlucky. A little bit unlucky to going off, to be fair. This should be 2-1 Rugrats.
Did you develop the black with the first ball, Richard, or?
Yeah, why not? Getting the nod of approval there from Steve Gibson in front of us. Of course, he would have missed the black completely. Oh, he can't be happy with that. Wow. Just when you think you've seen everything, they do that. I'm definitely going to go out on a limb and say it's going to be 2-1 New Eltham now. A gift.
And somehow Michael Barnes takes the frame.
Somehow, indeed. Right, so going to go dark for a second. So, just while they're racking the balls, another one of the league sponsors, Jury O'Shea, for all your legal requirements, as it says on the screen there. Rahat Moonim, sort of local contact from the league. If you see him for any requirements there.
Well, I never knew Rahat was a solicitor. You learn something new every day.
You wouldn't think it to meet him, but yeah, it's I don't know exactly what he does there. He might be a solicitor, he might make the tea for him, who knows, but that's
Both important jobs.
That's his sponsor in the league, so there we are, there's their advert. Right. So just waiting on our referee to do the formalities. Where that's taking him now, I don't know. Just while our referee's off, I'll give you a bit of info on one of our other venues in the league in Welling, Belgrove Social Club. Again, my contact from the league point of view is John Scooser. Nice little club, couple of tables, plenty of our teams playing out of there. Nice environment, as it says on the screen there. Welcome to new members. So yeah, get yourself down there if you're in Welling. And yeah, hopefully he's on his way back.
So frame 4, Pat Firth for the Rugrats up against John Allen for the New Eltham New Boys.
Yeah, I'm not overly familiar with John Allen. We'll see in a minute. I might have seen him, I might not.
I can't see him at the moment. I think yellow ball potted.
So, which colour do you fancy here then?
I think with that yellow a little bit dead at the top, probably reds.
I think reds is the option. That one down the cushion is a big bag past that yellow as well, so should be the way to go. Reds it is. I remember to do this now. Rugrats and Newell. There we go.
Slightly surprised he didn't take the top 2 reds at the same time while he was up that end, but
Yeah,
he's got his own route mapped
people
out.
might be doing some travelling here. So, a couple of players on the table next to us. I'm not sure if we're in any danger here or not, but
Is that George Taylor breaking? Do we think that black passes the yellow,
I
Richard?
think it does. Yeah.
Well, it definitely goes now, but you've got to pot with the red.
The red didn't go in the middle, so. Here's the gentleman. I do know him. I've seen him up here before. Couldn't say I've seen him play too often, but
I've battled against him a couple of times in the league.
okay. And your feedback on him?
I would say he's got a lot of potential. I would say that he pots the ridiculous and sometimes misses
I was going to say, I feel
the
like
simple.
on here. Well, he's not got that one, so Pat back at the table again. With reds again ready to go for. And Pat's not the sort of player in my experience when I played against him and against his team that turns down a finish when there is one to go at. Just again about picking which way round you go at it.
Yeah, I think he's pinched that bag nicely there, just to hold for the next red.
Wiped his feet but went in, but is he on it? Expression on his face indicates maybe not.
I think because he's not potted that ball cleanly, he's obviously lost position.
Yeah, slightly. Good recovery. Good recovery. Again, does this red pass the yellows? Probably.
I think it does from this side. It looks like it does
You're a
go.
little bit more behind the shot than I am, so.
Just got to watch the middle bag slightly.
It's just got to cue it in and come off the cushion. Not even particularly hard. Okay.
Do you think he'll be quite happy he's missed that now?
Yeah, it was on the black, but I'm not sure.
Well, literally.
Oh, this is risky. Yeah, that was always a little bit risky. He was always going to lead the black potentially as well, so. That's a nice little cued shot.
Yeah, he's cued that nice.
Yeah, he's done well with it.
And it looks like we're going 2-2 here. A little bit of Desmond.
Oh, you did not. That's an ultimate pull coat, and I'm not in favour of it. It's there. It's 2-2.
And we should have more entertainment to come, Richard, because Steve Gibson is up next.
Right. So just while we've got the new Eltham Social Club advert up on screen, I'm just going to mention that tonight's the night that we're going to do the draw for the singles knockout. It's going to be coming up over the next couple of weeks on Thursday. With the first Thursday being the first 3 rounds, followed by the finals night on the following Thursday after that. So that draw will come up at some point throughout tonight. We will have it up on the website as soon as we can after that. So don't please be start asking us who have I got, because likelihood we're not going to tell you. But we might do a few highlights of the draw if there are a few particularly good clashes in the first round. It's been a full sellout for the singles, as it has been most seasons now with reserves. So it should be a good event, one of the showcase events we have in the league.
And that's played over the next 2 weeks, Richard?
Yep, that'll be coming up. It's always good. Good standard across the board.
This time we got Steve Gibson versus Mike Decker.
Yeah, Mike Pecker. I didn't write the sheet, but I know it's a P. I know that because he was in the lower division singles.
Mike Pecker.
On Sunday, just gone.
And that was a dry break. Not sure who racked those.
That's a safety break, wasn't it? So he's gone for the yellow. Let's pop that up on screen. I remember.
Have you seen Gibby play safe before?
Well, if you haven't, you might now.
Don't know. I think this one sneaks in the middle, and I suppose it's to do with how much pacey.
Yeah, you could bump the red out of the way and be on the one just below the black. But again, it's all relative. So, apologies for the slight slant on the camera at the moment. The players are all gathered around it a little bit, and it's unfortunately getting bumped a little bit. We're gonna sort that out at the end of this set, end of this frame. So it didn't go in the middle. You're going to pump it in as a double.
I think Gibby must have to pull back a little bit now, surely.
Yeah, I think the same. I mean, don't get me wrong. That yellow just to the right of the black will cut in the middle, and it is the sort of shot he's known for having a pop at. But I think safety has got to be the order of the day here.
Got Gaffer on the clock at the moment.
Yeah, paying attention as you can tell.
Don't think I've heard Gibby call an extension before.
I don't think anyone's called an extension. Do they all know it's there? Well, he's found one there if that was an intended shot. No, just dodging cue balls from other tables within the club.
Can you see anything with this next shot, Richard?
I think them two yellows by the black are actually a plant.
He's definitely looking at them. Yeah.
It's not an easy plant, and it might not even actually go.
And he has called an extension.
There we go. Someone's found the extension button. It's one of those things I've noticed when watching lower league teams, the know-how for using the extension. They could use it more and don't necessarily remember to do so.
I can confirm you are correct.
Now, was he going for the pot there, or was that constitute a safety?
I'm going to go with the pot.
Okay. It went close to the pocket, so fair play.
And I don't think that furthest yellow on the right passes those two reds.
I don't think it does, so that's going to need some work. But it does drop in the middle if you can get behind it.
And it's a big pocket as well.
be honest, Mike's actually got a little run out on these reds. Those two down the side, probably a makeable plant.
Definitely, yeah, definitely a makeable plant. Not sure you'd want to leave them as your last two, but
No, because the one above that you're playing is going to go away from the pocket, so try to get on it right. Having said that, where he is now, I think it might end up being the last two. Unless he misses one of these, of course.
and I think he might be forced into taking it now.
There's nothing wrong with doubling that red back down towards the bottom left. Goes in off that yellow or disturbs the yellow out of the way. But he is having a go at this plant. Not the worst leave.
Didn't really play that with much conviction, did he?
No, I'm not sure he was anticipating potting it, given where the leave is.
And I think Gibby will fancy taking these out. The yellows are all now in play.
Yeah, quite possibly. The black goes past the red. We're right behind that shot. It's just a case of working them out.
Yeah, it's perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, that should be nudging the Rugrats back in front possibly now.
Bit of adrenaline there.
Yeah, going through a little bit, but should be no major problems here.
We are right behind the black in the commentary position tonight.
Wow. That really shouldn't have gone in. But it did.
And Gibby is delighted with that
So
finish.
we're going to go quiet a little bit now whilst we sort out the team sheets and so on and so forth.
So we pause after set one with the Rugrats 3-2 up.
Yeah, you. Frame away for you. Touch that camera again to frame away for you.
Well, we've got Supreme carpets.
Yeah, that's it. No advert, no nothing.
Can I just stick the card up one?
Yeah,
great
all
fun
right,
with
yeah.
your friend giving.
Why, what happened?
We were just debating whether you could play a safety shot.
Are we ready?
Yeah, we'll go with you.
And whether you ever called an extension.
Didn't I?
I know.
Yeah, the first.
Yeah, you did in the end, but
No, I did.
that was our conversation about whether you would.
Anyway, back to the serious stuff. Second set. So, the Rugrats have stayed the same order as before.
And
As have the others, so let's ignore that and we'll go back to this one.
And what a funny break that is.
You don't see many of them often, do you? It's going to go a bit quiet for this frame in the sidelines because Ashley Houston's the main cheerleader for their team and he can't cheer his own game. Oh, so he's dropped that yellow in the middle. That's a nice little shot. So that's...
Does that yellow pass in the corner? Looks very tight from here.
It definitely goes top left. We're right behind that, but I don't know that it goes top right. I think that red's in the furthest of the three reds is in the way. And that yellow that is nearest to the middle of the three doesn't go past the black in the middle. So coming down table first. So Paul Rivers comes to the table. It's second time in a week for Paul Rivers on the live stream table. He was in the final with the lower division singles on Sunday. A little bit unlucky to come out the wrong end of that.
Was it a slightly better standard, Richard, than the previous final that I remember?
Who was in that?
I think it was myself against Lee Suggers.
Yeah.
Richard's been very diplomatic.
No, yeah. And I played the Fifth Amendment on that one. Well, that's just uncalled for. That really is uncalled for. Actually finding himself now in a little bit of trouble. Although I reckon that gap is big enough for a cue ball to come down the table, off the bottom cushion and out to one on the side cushion. Oh, he found a swerve. Yeah, fair enough.
I think they're very well matched, these two. I know both boys both players were up the top of the rankings this season.
Yeah.
I know we've not had the final ones yet, but both certainly in the top four, I believe.
Okay. I'll bow to your superior knowledge on that one. Of course, on the subject of that, the rankings will be out soon as well. Once our Secretary Alan Reid finalises the numbers on that. There'll be announcements on social medias, of course.
You've had a pretty good season yourself, haven't you, Richard?
I did alright. I play in a good team anyway, so it's always you play with confidence knowing you've got 3 or 4 good other players around you that can pick up frames if you don't.
Very clever shot there. I think we're going to see a little bit of loss of turn here, possibly.
Yeah, this has turned into a little bit of a tactical frame, hasn't it? You don't see many of them in international rules. One for those of you watching that hanker for the old days of world rules.
I think it would have turned into a 30-minute frame back then, wouldn't it?
Quite possibly so, yeah. think that loss of turn is coming about now?
I think sensibly Ashley's kept his other yellow up there, so if he gets it done back to him, it's not.
That's not the best loss of turn he's ever played. So he can drop this in the middle. He can play the plant. Plant's not a bad shout because the red will come away. Yeah, that's a nice little shot.
He's played that really nicely.
Yeah, I'm not going to jump the gun because I'll hex players, but he should do a little bit of screw back on this one. Should be tidying these 3 balls up. Yep, that's just about perfect. Yep, that's tidy.
And it looks like we're going 3-3.
Yep. This is turning out to be a fairly nip and tuck close game. Things considered. So just while the balls are racking up, we're just going to do a quick shout out to one of our other multi-table venues, Woolwich Snooker Club. Quite a few of our teams again play out of there. Again, some of our smaller competitions have been held out of there as well. Lower division singles from last week has traditionally been played out of there. So again, if you're in the area, pop along, see them. They've got snooker tables, they've got 9-ball tables, as well as other various games around the place. So I'll just put you back to the table because I know everyone loves to see the back of Chris Parlett. So up now, Steve Dixon and Len McCulloch, round 2.
Len with the break.
So, ball in off the break. Not the best layout if you look at the top where the cue ball is now.
Yeah, a little bit messy.
Yeah.
Possibly the yellow into the right middle is the only pot that I can see if he wants to play a pot.
Now, if that yellow that's just above the cue ball there passes past that black, that will go in off those 2 yellows and open that whole section up. And all he's got to do is literally stun it, and he's on balls on the middle.
Yeah, it's tight, isn't it? Whether he's just going to double kiss that yellow at the top. But it's quite deceptive, the angle.
If it goes past the black, it's I'd say almost unmissable, but it's definitely a shot that I'd be looking at. Alright, so he's gone yellows, which was the ball I felt would be the right one.
You can possibly disturb them off this yellow, the right hand one of the 2.
If he's trying to cut this in the middle, then yes, he probably can do. That's not bad. That's not bad.
That yellow flies in the middle behind that black.
He's on this yellow here now. He has to play this long. Just cue it in, not screw back or anything. Just cue it in. Come forward with the cue ball a little bit. The angle's there. Ain't got to do anything with that. Just land on a yellow after that. Worry about the next ball once he's on it. A little like that. That's not too bad. That's come out all right.
He'll be very happy with that.
Now it's just a case of keeping control of the cue ball, dropping the balls in. I think the one nearest to him obviously will be the first one he'll play in the bottom left. I think with the angle he's got, he'll play the one of the middle of the 3 yellows on the left. Okay, he's gone for land on the one in the middle first. Fair play. I would have felt better leaving that one for my last ball. Just slightly under hit that. It's going to leave the one on the bottom cushion last, which I wouldn't have ideally done myself, but well, I'll tell you what, he has had a bonus there.
He's landed absolutely plumb on that.
And his team have the nerve to cheer that as well.
I think it was only Ashley that cheered it.
Well, that being the only person that does cheer for them, to be fair.
And that's 4-3 to the Rugrats. They take the lead again.
So we'll adjust the score now as Steve takes the plaudits from his team for his cue ball on a string finish there.
Steve's just saying he's taken out exactly as he planned. He's definitely convinced himself.
So, I'll keep going through all the ads because we've only got a few of them on here. So if anyone else wants to add their advert onto this this stream, it will get a mention. It will get some screen time. Only £30 for the year. Get your name, get your company up on here. For the price of what it is, one bit of business off the back of it earns that money back. So if you're interested, contact someone from the league or the email marketing@slkpa.com. And yeah, we'll hopefully be talking about your company ongoing as well. So anyway, we're going to go back to the pool now. So we've now got Jimmy Maloney and Michael Barnes take 2 with Jimmy breaking off, cue ball going in. So for anyone that is unsure of the rules still at this point, if the cue ball goes in off the break, it is cue ball in hand behind the baulk line, not anywhere on the table.
And should the referee remind the player?
And he should, and he did. Our EPA referee, Chris Parlett, there doing his job impeccably as normal.
And looking very smart tonight, I must say.
Yeah, I reckon he bought that shirt and put his own name on it. And there's the call. It is yellows for New Eltham.
I think the pace has just caught Michael out a little bit there. I'm not sure he's on anything.
Yeah, well, new tables, new cloths. Presumably Chris gave him a bit of a brush and an iron before the match started, so they're going to be quick, and it can catch people out. That's a nice shot. That's in.
Yeah, it's a great recovery.
Yep. And he hasn't disturbed that yellow enough that it's not going to pass that red still in the middle.
So just that one yellow at the bottom cushion.
Yeah, that's the problem ball. And I think if he drops this one by the black in and leaves an angle, he can pop that one in the middle and go into that problem area afterwards. Yeah, that's about right. That's probably in his thinking now. I'm going to call it now. There is a cue ball size gap between the yellow and the red, and he is odds on to find it.
Is there any value in taking the kind of bottom
either.
left yellow at this point? And then if the
Could,
cannon
yeah,
doesn't
it
quite come
could.
out, then he's still got the middle one?
Yeah, there is value in that as well. There you go. Found the gap. That's what they call commentator's eye.
And he's in a little bit of trouble.
So, where does Michael go with this one then? He can play the one in the middle, on the right hand side. Oh, he's coming down the table.
You can see it.
Oh, okay. I missed the shot completely there, getting distracted from the side. He was on
Yeah,
yellow.
no,
was
I
on the
could see he
table,
was
wasn't I?
going for it, but I just couldn't see the value of potting that one at that point. Maybe he was just trying to get the bag.
Possibly. Unfortunately, not quite as fortunate as his one in the first frame that he did. But again, now Jimmy Maloney comes to the table now with the balls all there to be gone at. It's just again which way he wants to go about them. I like the idea of taking this one by the cushion first, coming up the table. Even if it rattles, it should block the yellow into that same pocket. He shouldn't rattle this though, to be honest. Well, not at that pace he wouldn't anyway.
He's taking out the bottom three, I think, first, and then heading up to the top part of the table.
Yeah, it's, players do like to do that. They like to do it in little clusters, so the cue ball's not running around the table too much. Up to 20 people viewing on the live stream at the moment, so welcome to you all. I can't unfortunately go through and mention everybody.
And he's just missed the red into the middle.
Oh wow.
Was not expecting that.
And he hasn't blocked the double either. That still goes past that. And there it is. Nice controlled shot. This will cut. Cue ball will be moving around, but it can go in. Just going to give a quick shout out, John Scusa. Know you're not been feeling very well at the minute, so good to see you watching. Hope you're feeling better, mate. Oh, he's cut that in nice, and the cue ball's gone nice. And we're at 4-all. It's a close game. We may be going all the way on this one.
I did say at the start of the night, although I make the Rugrats favourites for tonight's match, I think if New Eltham nick the frames that they are presented with, then this could go all the way.
Yeah, on paper, the Rugrats team probably is the stronger of the two, but matches aren't won on paper. And bear in mind, this is to get into the top division in the next summer season, so you'd expect every frame to be well fought for. So I've got a quick shout out to one of our other sponsors, the Bed Post. That's Trevor Biggs' company. Anyone interested in getting a new bed, new mattress, new anything that they sleep on, see him. SLKPA players, and that do get a little bit of a discount there as well. Again, speak to him about the specifics. I go back to the pool. Oh, the new Eltham supporter on the comment section, Danny Shaw, putting his allegiances out there. That's a big break. That's not going to do him any good because Hewell's gone in as well.
And it's our fourth in-off in 9 frames, Richard.
Yeah, that's bizarre where it happens, because it could on another night be literally 4 breaking dishes in 9 frames, so you never know. The break is a key shot. Pat's taking yellows here. And that one's somehow gone in. I have no idea how.
And in other news, I think Gibby's mood has improved because Palace have just taken the lead. 1-0 to Palace.
Didn't realise he was a Palace supporter.
He's not really. I think he's Charlton, but we'd like to have a little banter, me and Gibby.
You're the Palace supporter,
I'm
aren't
the
you?
Palace
Yes,
supporter.
Right, okay. So again, if we're looking at it from where we are,
So I think the clearance is definitely on here.
I think that yellow does go past the into the middle. You'll see
I
it
don't
better
think it
again from where
does.
you are.
No, it doesn't go in the middle.
Does it not? No.
It goes up the top and
Okay.
back into this pocket here. Although he's played on it, I'm pretty sure it doesn't go.
Well, I think if it doesn't go, then it should play on it now to the top pocket, because it's natural just to come across with the cue ball and leave a good angle on the next yellow.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. The danger of taking the other yellow now is not finishing on that final yellow.
Unless he gets into it and screws out, because the yellow will go into the bottom right. So there is that option.
So he's got a couple of options.
Yeah, it's what he does with it. How he feels, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he's taking the shot that you suggested, Richard, cutting it up the top.
He's played it kind of dead weight. That's rolled in lovely.
He's played that lovely.
Yeah, that will do him. Yeah, nicely right behind this. Nothing to do with
And I'm going to say now that this black is unmissable, Richard.
You'd think on this table possibly so, but you just never know in this game. He'd hit it half out the cushion, it'd probably still go in. Well, maybe not that far up the cushion. That's your fault on that one. That's your commentator's curse. I'm not. You can own that. Does he get these? This is the question. Does he get them?
I know from playing John Allen last season, he's got a lovely cue action, and when he is amongst the balls, he's got a lot of talent.
Okay. Well, if it's not about the talent, then it's just going to be about the pressure of the situation. Cute. He's got down quick on that though.
Yeah, slightly surprised he went that way, but
nonetheless, it's worked out all right. Ooh, and he's right down on it quickly. The cue ball's not even stopped. That's a nice shot. That's a nice shot. Yep, credit to him. Don't do anything silly with this ball.
that is a big clearance.
And yeah, that's put New Eltham back in front. This game is really nip and tuck.
What's the score? It's 9-12 to George.
So just while the balls are being racked up again, I'm just going to mention, I'm sure it was mentioned earlier about easy fundraising. I'm sure Mr. Gaffer has mentioned this once at least, but anyone who wants to get involved with easy fundraising, it's just simply doing the normal shopping that you would normally do online, except pushing one extra button, which will allow the league to gain a few pennies from your purchase also as well through the fundraising app. So yeah, again, any more details you want about that, get in contact with the league, and one of the committee members will be able to put you in the right direction for that one. Like I say, not doing anything different to what you do normally, just gaining a few more pence for the league, which goes back into the league in terms of prize funds and helping to improve the way we run things. So Yeah, please do get involved with that one if you can. Anyway, our ref has the balls all ready to go.
Frame 10.
Frame 10. So it's either going to be all square after 2 sets, in which case we've wasted an hour and a bit of our lives, or New Eltham might take a little lead into the last set and go 2 from victory.
And Gibby has the break.
So again, this could go anywhere.
And that is dry. I think Gibby took a little bit off that break because he normally gives him a bit of a whack.
Maybe.
Maybe the situation has made him change his break
Again,
slightly.
out of the 2 colour sets, there's no obvious choice for.
Just got Alfie Southby just come over for a few seconds. Very surprised to see him up here. George Taylor says he's wiping his tears.
Well, we can see his score he's practicing over there, and unfortunately it's not looking too good for him. So any break you can get from that is probably a good thing for him.
Maybe he was just getting some legal advice.
Yeah, I'm sure it's illegal to be losing that hard.
Maybe Alfie will just look for tier 2 players now. Might throw my hat in the ring. And back to the match in hand.
Yes,
Gibby's on
that's
reds.
the important stuff in the main pool. So, is he going to go after these, do you think? He's chasing the finish a little bit. The reds at the bottom are a little bit tied up. That's a nice pot. And he's on these.
Yeah, the middle red of the 3 definitely cuts along the cushion now, but still got the problem of the red on the left.
Yeah, knowing how he plays, he might possibly think about planting them one onto each other. It's a risky shot, and probably not the shot that most people
Or
would play.
flicking off one, or is that too risky?
I think that's not. I'm not sure that's on. He might just be looking to. Oh, this does pot, so we'll see what he's trying to do with it. Oh, he's played the. He's played for the pot and not get on it shot.
We've all done that a few times, Richard.
Yes, that's true. Unless he's going to come up with some hero shot here, I don't see anything other than just sort of a bit of a safety. Maybe flick off this one and try and get in behind the other red. Like that. Unless he's left that yellow, that's a decent shot. Now I'm looking right behind it and he's left that yellow.
Yeah, the only reason I don't like that shot is that you're still leaving your 2 reds on the cushion.
Again, the alternative. But we'll see what Mike does with this. Referee checking there, the ball's frozen to the cushion or not. I think this will be a
from here, they're not frozen.
Oh. Well, I think he's just about got the snooker there. I'm not sure that was the most straightforward of snookers, but you can certainly see a little flick of that red on the right as we're looking at it. A little bit of a swerve around that yellow, if anything.
Maybe have a Gibby special here, let's see. probably as much as he could do there. Certainly gets both reds into play now.
Yeah. And I think I'll be looking to bring one of these yellows off the cushion. Go up the table with the cue ball. It's a natural safety. That's the thing when you're playing safeties. I mean, he may have gone for that pot, to be fair, but it's not just snookering for the sake of snookering. Try and develop something. Get your balls out.
Yeah.
It's
I think he's seen the plant down the rail, but it's one of those all or nothing shots, isn't it?
Yeah, it's again, it's not one that needs to be played because you could obviously double the top one and probably cannon into the other one as well. So there's definitely options there. It's just how he sees the game himself.
He's certainly looking at the tool on the rail now, so whether it's a shot or two too late, we will see.
Well, cue ball's going to come across the table, so at worst, it's not going to leave it easy. I think he'll settle for that.
I think he will absolutely settle for that.
This could be the second Steve Gibson extension coming.
Do you know what? I was thinking exactly the same thing, Richard.
If anyone's got a record button, now's the time to do it, because this might be it. Oh no, he's confident, he's going. That's a solid hit. Yeah, it's one of those that's not really done either player any particular favours there.
I think from Mike Pecker's point of view, he feels that he's now back in the frame, which he probably wasn't 2 or 3 minutes ago.
Yeah. The obvious shot is to pot this ball here now, but with the balls where they are, do you really want to be chasing a clearance? How about just bring the other red at the bottom off the cushion? Leave the cue ball down there. The more balls you start potting now, the awkward two are still there. Maybe he's got a plan for that ball next anyway. So is he looking to play some kind of safety behind this yellow, do you think?
I'm not quite sure. He's obviously
quite
meant
sure
to
it's
pot the
safety,
last
yeah.
one, and he's having a good think about it.
Given where he's left the cue ball, any safety here is just going to develop the red.
I think it's one of those where he's thought about position after playing the pot rather than before.
Yeah. Sometimes in this game you've got to think 3 or 4 shots in advance, whereas not all players do. It's been a little bit unlucky there, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know whether he was playing some kind of cross double there, but it didn't look on from my angle.
No, no. I mean, he's probably, you could argue, unlucky that cue ball's gone in, but yeah, not really on that shot. But you'd fancy Steve to knock these 3 in. It's a good first shot. So
yeah, punch that in confidently.
The black into the right middle, I think. Got into that a little bit. I think he might play it in the bottom now. Landed a bit in between the two, hasn't he, really? Now the in-off comes into play slightly.
Ooh.
Yeah, that might have been playing on his mind a little bit, that's why he might have missed that. Still life in this frame yet?
I think he's played that with a degree of safety in mind,
Possibly.
knowing the 2 yellows are down there.
He
But
has left a slight natural safety. Play the bottom yellow as we're looking at it and go in behind the other yellow.
that's a tough pot to play.
Not for a man of his ability. Oh, he's just gone a bit too far.
That was a
But it's
great
pressure
effort.
on Steve now. He's got to play a good shot to knock this in. And to be honest, I favour him more for this shot than I did the last one he played. Given I've seen him knock these sort of things in before. There it is. Little cheer from the crowd there. And that's 5 each after 2 sets. So we are down to a best of 5 for the fast set. And it's either going to be as above, same order again, or they might decide to mix it up. We will see. But pop the scores up and let them work it all out. Right, so the deciding set. They've got their names in. They have mixed the order up a little bit. So kicking off this set for New Eltham with a break is Paul Rivers again. He's going to be facing Pat Firth this time. It's been a little bit unlucky there. The cable's been bumped in. So, a fairly open table here enough.
Yeah, both colours look
workable. It's which way round you want to go with it, really. I mean, red's probably the obvious choice, a little bit maybe, but yellows are certainly a little bit more spread around to land on them. So yellows is gone for. So we'll put that in.
I think with the black being in the bottom half of the table, it probably makes the yellows slightly more attractive.
This is just a case of join the dots really on this finish. So I think drop this in down the cushion here, and then the one on the bottom cushion probably next. Yeah. This is the key shot to the frame, I think, this one. If he drops this in and lands nice, he should get these. All about this shot. Don't want to play it with any kind of pace, really. That's it, it's dropped that in nice.
That looks perfect.
Yeah, there's a little bit more angle on this yellow than you can see on the screen, but again, he wants to come up the table a little bit anyway. That's it. So, it's a case of dropping this in, screwing back a few inches, just bumping off the cushion and back out.
Yeah, I think because he's nearly missed the pot there, the cue ball's not quite come back as far as he'd have liked. I don't think it cuts in the middle because of the red, so he has got a fine cut into the corner.
He's
actually gone for the treble.
Treble.
I did not see that shot.
And Paul Rivers comes to the table.
Gibby's looking a little bit nervous. He's actually put himself number 5. Again.
Yeah.
Not sure if he's hiding or whether he's hoping for a decider.
It's either the team's got confidence in him or they just don't want it to go that far.
That's a very surprising miss. Gives Pat the chance to
poke at this
and wrap up the frame.
There he does. Okay, so just gonna just have a little double check on the live stream feed. Just bear with us a second. Okay, well, thank you for those of you that let us know about the slight glitch in the live stream. Just about to change the score to 6-5 in case anyone wants to try and mention that one as well. That's not you, that is us. Okay, so that's that done. Let's get rid of that and get rid of that.
And we've got Ashley Hewson that's just broken in frame 12.
Yep.
And he's playing Michael Barnes.
So no obvious starter here. Probably you'd argue reds are the better ball.
I think the yellow nearest to the cue ball does cut in the middle.
It does.
But you've got those two yellows up the top right that are...
Well, the yellow that's below the reds at the top probably will punch in off that red, and it might then open up the other yellow by the red popping out. But again, it's a bit of ifs and buts on that one. It's a little bit of a chance you take. So he's gone yellow anyway, so we'll see what he does with it. Been a bit unlucky to hit the red there and not come back up the table a bit more. Well, he was playing a safety, and that has worked out very good in his favour. Not sure he saw that plant knocking up there with the yellow, but it has turned out okay.
Definitely opened up the pocket, that loss of turn.
Yeah, not in favour of reds, but the yellow still flies through. And again, punching balls out of the way. But he's closed up the yellow on the other side, so it's tricky. And he's gone for trying to break that out and managed to miss all four. He was trying to disturb the four balls at the top, and unfortunately didn't make contact with any of them. You didn't see that because his cap was in the way. But
maybe a little safety shot behind the black now.
Yeah, there's a natural safety just to bump in behind the black there. Well, he's got the safety he wanted. Not sure he's full ball snookered everything, but Ashley can come off a cushion somewhere and hit one of these, I think. Or he can hit one direct there, it looks like. Yeah, just keeping it a little bit compact in that corner. Got one of his reds out into a little bit more of a better position. So again, it's a little bit of a fiddly tactical frame here, Steve. Yeah, until someone actually has a decent chance at developing something here, this is going to be a little bit nip and tuck back and forward, just rolling balls around. Or putting them safe, as it were.
Yeah, I thought reds were in slightly better position until that last visit by Ashley.
Yeah, I think there's value in coming off the top cushion and bumping that yellow out now. Cue ball can come back down the table.
Yeah, you definitely want to kick the cue ball away rather than leave it up there.
Yeah, if he leaves it up there, then it just leaves an easy snooker. But I think while the reds are all tied up, he either bumps that one out or the one on the left hand side just gets one out in the open. Call his extension for a little bit of thinking time.
Might get our first countdown of the night.
Not quite.
Not quite.
Yeah, the more you're rolling balls around like this and not getting the difficult ones out,
Yeah, I agree with you, Richard. I think Michael missed a trick there with that last visit, although
yeah, and then
he's got a chance now.
this is not a better position for doing it. The only thing he could do here maybe is punch that out, maybe even double it onto the other yellow that's on the side and leave the cue ball stuck on top of the reds. It's just turned into one of those frames where neither player knows quite what to do with it.
Yeah, I think Michael's obviously trying to get ball in hand, but I can't quite see what he would do with ball in hand that would improve the current situation.
And Ashley seems to be just trying to tie all his balls together. Again, not really sure. Because Ashley's got balls tied up there as well, so while the two yellows are tied up, why is he not trying to promote them maybe? Again, are they both looking for ball in hand? The more if you develop the balls and get them out in the open, there's more chance that you will end up having a chance to pot one and then develop another one out. So, again, this frame's just gone a little bit stale almost. It's not really going anywhere. It's got a fairly good roll of the ball there. It's got a snooker. And it's a relatively easy hit, should we say. The balls at the top there, right hand side, are a big target.
Whether he can see enough of the cushion or whether he's got to swerve it slightly.
I think she's off the cushion. He might even be trying to get the ones up the top left off of two cushions.
Yeah, I think he is. That slid.
Well, you didn't quite see that because the ref was in the way, but he did hit the red, but he failed to drive it to a cushion, so that is ball in hand, which is...
Well, this is what Michael's been waiting for, so
Well,
it's
this is
interesting
it,
to
but
see what he's got planned.
We will we'll find out. Like you say, it's had he developed the balls before, ball in hand is a much more powerful thing to have now. That yellow that is in amongst those reds on the left can double or treble out, but it's where he goes from there. Do you think this is go? Okay. So they played the shot that I said before about just bringing that out and leaving the red on top, the cube on top of the reds. But he has actually left a plant at the top there, in which the cue ball will come across and develop them two reds on the left hand side. So actually that might have worked in Ashley's favour. The cue ball's heading that way, a little bit more pace at it.
Couldn't quite see that here, but I think he has potted one in the corner, hasn't he?
He did pot one, but I say he didn't play it at the pace that I was expecting him to get into these two. But he's played a decent safety there. Ask Michael the question, what can you do with it?
Gibby's just having a little chat with the commentary team over here at the moment. Feeling okay, Gibby? Feeling good?
He's talking, we're ignoring him. No, it's a Rasson, not a Supreme. That's a foul. So Ashley's got the ball in hand, so What's he going to do with this one then? Again, the two at the top right don't look like a natural plant.
I think the one closest to the left-hand top pocket is also on. Oh, it looks like he's playing another safety.
Yeah.
Wondered if he took the one kind of top left and screwed into the yellow and red. But I suppose if these two don't go up the top right, he's just waiting his time.
Yeah, he's tried to play a very, very specific safety there.
Don't think there's too much damage.
Well, maybe he's trying to force Michael into playing one of these awkward balls and developing something for him. He can flick off this one on the left-hand side, come down the table, or he can flick off the one by the black, come down the table. But this one feels like the right one to do.
And he has used his extension, so he has got to hurry now.
The pressure of the shot clock, I think
that's
that
disastrous.
down, isn't it? So he's brought out the red, and unfortunately gone in off to give Ashley a cue ball in hand. So what Ashley's got to think about now is getting his first shot right to develop the black out a little bit. He's choosing this one just to the side of it there to just drop that in maybe and then nudge into the pink. What did I say, pink or yellow even? Where did I get pink from? Ooh, that could have come out a lot
Not
better than
ideal.
that. No, I'm gonna put that down in the slight bad shot category, because that really shouldn't have been left there. Yes, that's a good recovery pot. He should be on that one that one above the black does pass the yellow into the top left. He's choosing to go the other way. Cut this one in first. It's nicely controlled.
Take the one on the right first, Richard.
I think there's the ways you can go about it. I think that taking the one closest by the left top cushion and come down the table first. That's a nice shot, a bit running inside. Just a case of dropping this in, natural for the next one.
Yeah, just wants a slight angle on his last red, doesn't really want to be straight.
Yeah, just wants to get the cue ball somewhere near the yellow. Okay. That's probably a little bit straighter than he maybe would have liked, but he could probably punch this in. There's enough angle just to come down after that. Could always bump into that yellow by the middle pocket almost. That's a nice shot. Yeah, that's a very nice shot. And Ashley Houston puts the Rugrats one away from victory.
Chris Parlett just racking the balls for frame 13. And it will be Jimmy Maloney for the Rugrats against Len McCulloch of the New Eltham New Boys. And Len has the break with the Rugrats on the hill.
Then just getting a bit of motivational talk from Paul Rivers there.
I think Gibby's just happy because he's hoping it's not going to go to the decider.
Yeah.
He's looking very relaxed.
Yes, so Len McCulloch now to keep them in the match, and Jimmy Maloney to try and seal it out for the Rugrats and seal promotion back to the top division. Rugrats no strangers to the top division. They have been up there before, but unfortunately one of them teams that seem to go up and down quite a lot. So we're going to see a full front break.
Yellow ball potted.
Give them a bit of a clout. No obvious finish here either, really. Both colour sets have got their problems.
I think yellow's probably the
Yeah.
choice.
It's the one in the middle on the right hand side that's the problem ball for yellows. Yes, there goes Len, the master of the slow roll. Well,
I think the idea was there, but I think it's been a little bit unlucky with the cannon.
yeah,
And the red.
going close to the pocket gives Jimmy a sort of relatively easy starter. And he'll be coming up the table. You make red's favourite, to be fair, from here now. Right in amongst the balls.
And I think Jimmy struggled a little bit tonight. I mean, he's a fantastic player, so this will give him confidence if he can take this one out.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah, they've got choice of balls to go at here. I think he'll go right up the table first.
Should also add that Jimmy is the newest acquisition to the SLKPA 2s. He played for us a couple of weeks ago down at Waterloo.
Did you say newest? Or he wasn't in the squad before? Been drafted in?
He was drafted in, yeah.
Okay. Of course, the next round of interleague fixtures next month sees the first team play the second team up here.
Absolutely.
Should be a good night, as it usually is. So,
Top one first, Richard.
I think probably so. Yeah. He's only really then got to just come across the table slightly, drop that one in the middle, bump off the yellow, and he's on the black. So just 3 balls to hold himself together, and the match is theirs. Maybe he's slightly two minds as to which way to go about these.
I think he's doing the right thing and taking his time, though. He wants to get this right.
Yeah. Contrary to what some people believe, 45 seconds is a relatively long time. So I think that's the right way to go. I think he just pushes through on this one, knocks the other out of the way.
Yeah, exactly as you called it, Richard.
That'll do.
And this is the black for promotion.
This is it. There it is. So congratulations to the Rugrats, who find themselves up in the top division for next summer. Unfortunately, unlucky to the new boys there. They played a good game tonight. Took them to the third set. Just ran out of steam at the end there. But they'll be back. They'll be back looking to get promotion again. So good luck to both teams in the next summer season. So yeah, I'm just going to put the title up on. So just to confirm, that is 8-5.
Get your balls out. Get your balls out. Put them back in the set.
So yeah, while the teams are shaking hands and patting themselves on the back and thanking the whoever they thank, the pool gods that Steve Gibson didn't have to play again. We're just going to remind you that we are going to do the draw again for the singles knockout tonight. As it hasn't actually been done at this point, so we won't be saying any particular fixtures on the stream tonight, but we will get that up on the website as soon as possible, so everyone can start mentally preparing themselves for that coming up on the next couple of weeks. Our Mr. Gaffer's back over at the commentary box. Need to say anything?
I don't need to say anything. You've obviously said enough, you two. Surely. Just shut it all down when we're done, mate. When you said you'll shut ours.
I said that singles.
Yeah, we're done. We'll be on the website shortly, the singles anyway.
Alright, well I think that's everything from us tonight. Steve, good job in the commentary tonight.
Thank you. Lovely working with both of you.
That's good. Okay, that's going to be a good night from us. Good night.